Alright. Yo, Max, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Can you hear me, Max? Max, can you hear me?
It's week 10 of the National Football League, and we've got the Nighthawks, Offensive Player of the Year. There's been no shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Nighthawks and the 49ers, just ahead.
The NFL finds us in South America, in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today we hit double digits, week 10.
Max, can you hear me?
As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Nighthawks of Rio de Janeiro. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines.
Oh, okay.
It begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him.
How you been, man?
If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Yo, Justin, what's up? How y'all been? Yeah, I got my Kansas City jersey on. Got a rep. Got the Tyreek Hill jersey. No surprise there. That's Lamar Jackson for you. Hold on for a minute. My left end. Yeah, I'll let you do it today. We'll do that, and we'll do you. Oh, wait a minute. Morals. Okay, yep. All right, we're good. My corners, and I'll be good to go. Oh, me too, man. Oh, who's quarterback? You are. Okay, let's get you started.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And to a vibrant drum beat, we are underway here in Rio.
I want to see the
First drive now for the 49ers. And
Detroit Lions go.
He has 5 full years in the league under his belt.
I want the Lions on this.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it.
The Lions have never won a Super Bowl in their life. So it's time for somebody else to go and win it.
Very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that
It's either going to be Kansas City and the Lions or Kansas City versus the 49ers.
27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Though I kind of want to see a tight game. So it's probably going to be most likely the 49ers in Kansas City. I don't want to see a blowout. So it's best the 49ers win.
They'll kick it away after 3 and out on the opening drive of the game.
As the 49ers will give Kansas City more of a run for their money than the Lions would.
He is going to dive to the turf.
Lions won't stand a chance.
And they're going to start with really terrible field position. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, you know, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try to create some space.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Woodson. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Just like that, out of danger.
Let's get you 2,000 yards passing.
Looking to throw. Woodson. There's Evans again. Complete. But they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now left side, a completion is 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I should have waited, but it's okay.
Quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
What?
Throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete
Okay.
as well.
Not a sack.
Good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Ain't going for no field goal, buddy.
Great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Nighthawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the
I'm going to make Derrick Henry a wide receiver, I think.
earlier this year.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain, but a It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Purdy looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And here's Ryan right now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. From deep in their own territory, they look to
hell no.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Yo, what's going on, man?
This deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You get the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect.
How you been?
That was force against force.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, I gotta catch the highlights because
On 1st and 10, Woodson.
I can't afford it.
That's Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I'm doing pretty good.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it complete. But he is out of bounds inside.
How's the Ravens game going?
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Yeah, you're open. I'll just throw it to you. Kind of figured that. I got both my jerseys out, Kansas City jersey and the Baltimore. Yeah, I got Kansas City jersey and the Baltimore jersey.
Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Nighthawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Without Mark Andrews,
Extra point splits the uprights.
Baltimore's in trouble.
14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it was pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter.
How are we doing, viewers? Thanks for tuning in.
Three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone.
Okay.
What's truly incredible about
Enjoy.
this is they can add on a couple.
Thanks for tuning in, man.
This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they
Oh,
kick this
okay.
away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let me know how it goes.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back
Got
from
him.
a score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time.
Oh, the Bears is 8-0.
Pressure.
Oh, they want to be us so bad. Y'all face us in week 17 anyway. I wish it was week 18.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's taken on the 25. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. Throwing on 1st down. Woodson looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. Back to throw. Woodson firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Oh, I should have moved.
Down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side,
you're over 100 yards. That's even better.
As they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Woodson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Nighthawks are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the 1st as another kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Niners set to take over on offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
I can't believe the Bears.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Okay.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
Yo, Max, he's still in here, bro?
He'll get a yard to the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Ooh, not bad. 2,000 yards for the season. Okay.
Charles, they're really stringing
I'll get you involved.
Scores together early. We're still in the 1st quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the 1st quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40.
Yeah, buddy.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On 1st down, Woodson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And
That's better than no yardage for him.
Back to throw. Woodson.
Ooh.
Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw. Woodson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown.
It is what it is, buddy.
A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Nighthawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this 1st half. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Pulled in at the 24. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And he completes it to Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. On 1st and 10, Woodson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield.
That's what it is, buddy.
Stop just before the 35. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Back to throw. Woodson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. You can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. It doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. Looking to throw. Woodson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing to start the drive. Woodson throwing middle, and it's complete.
Oh, okay.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Nice.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Back to throw. Woodson.
Yep.
And this is caught by Adams. And he'll be corralled well on field right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'm going to get that 2,000 yards, even if it's just 1,700. Oh, yeah, buddy.
Looking to throw. Woodson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Woodson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Woodson. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him...
And then he's caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown.
In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Woodson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Oh, it's about time you got a big run. It's about time.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to have this across midfield. Inside the 45. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Back to throw. Woodson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. He's into space past the 25. And they'll have
Oh, yeah, buddy.
end zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Woodson. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it.
Ooh, it's getting close, bro. Oh, man.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Woodson.
Oh, late breakup, late breakup. Okay. Finally woke up.
Just in time to separate him from another reception.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woodson. And it's caught.
Got him.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Nighthawks continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Now for the point after. And the route is on here in this 1st half. So the drive there took 6 plays.
Hold on.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far.
What kind of what? Who's that big boy?
And be down at the 7-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now.
He's been terrific so far. And this is a way.
No, my Chiefs is winning.
He got all of it. It's taken to the 26.
I'm gonna get my $20 a day, buddy.
And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Woodson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That last catch, a big one, folks. He's now gone over 300 yards receiving in this game. It is a game for the ages. On first down, Woodson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Woodson. Evans has it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40.
Oh, buddy.
On 1st and 10, Woodson. He finds his man complete. That's Evans. And taking it across
700 yards. Wow.
Throwing on first down. Woodson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Finally.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Nighthawks are pouring it on. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards.
Hold on for a minute, guys.
I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They push it back 8 yards that time on second down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe for the...
Look at y'all, scary as hell, bro.
Behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get
really?
away.
Y'all just gonna...
Right on the 30.
Y'all just gonna do me like that, homie. Y'all just gonna do me like that, buddy. Y'all just gonna do me like that.
So
brother.
we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. The Seahawks trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to the Confluence to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Davis Mills, the Stanford man, with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question.
Let me get my money.
Let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Kansas City going to the Super Bowl.
This fielded right at the goal line.
You get some yardage today, buddy.
He's going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really
You
terrible
get your
field
2,000
position.
yards. Not 2,000, then you'll get about 16, 1700.
Throwing to start the drive. Woodson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Looking to throw. Woodson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. We'll go
all right.
to gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Back to throw. Woodson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
All right.
And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Woodson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game.
Almost shoulda, coulda, woulda, but guess what, bitch? The ball's mine.
On 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Woodson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go.
Whew, I thought that ball was going out of bounds. Golly, bro.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 4th down. Looking to throw. Woodson.
Great catch.
About the 6-yard line.
Great catch.
To Bexales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Man, this boy's a beast.
And the Nighthawks take the opening kickoff in the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. On first down, it's Purdy.
What? Oh, I'm about to say. Ain't no way you caught that.
You understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Purdy. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And his rough edge.
You know what? I'm going to...
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long.
I'm going to start doing the punt return and kick return in the fourth quarter, I think.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Loss of 10 is multiple.
Only because...
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. This is taken at the 15. Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible.
It's going to be Kansas City versus the 49ers in the Super Bowl. We all know that. So I got my Kansas City jersey on. Oh, boy.
Looking to throw. Woodson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw. Woodson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
You might as well call it a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught.
Now give him his touchdown, homie.
A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Nighthawks just continue to roll.
All those yardage and no touchdowns? That's crazy.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks.
I'd actually hope it's the 49ers going. I don't know. We already know the Chiefs is going. I just want to know who's facing the Chiefs. I just don't want no blowout win. It might as well be the 49ers. I got my Kansas City jersey on right now.
Here's Ryan right now as he's on to punt for San Francisco.
This thing today.
He fields it cleanly.
Made a few bets.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Woodson. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he gets it to
Gosh.
it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch.
How many yards you got? 500?
10 now from the 30.
Bruh.
Looking to throw. Woodson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Woodson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Looking to throw. Woodson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Back to throw. Woodson. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch.
Wait, we got 1,000. What?
Almost to the 25.
Okay. I'm down with that.
10. Woodson. There's Evans again. Complete.
Thank you.
A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Nighthawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
What's up with it? What's up?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it.
Oh, man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Taken in at the 11. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
All right, let's get this party started. Don't want a party, then you should go home. Guys, the game, we got the game, we got it going on. He gonna call, he gonna see. Oh, and let me switch positions with Calvin and wait a minute. Yep, Calvin. There we go.
Down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Purdy now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Peters. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's really incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a big play there. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was
really
open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success.
Wait a minute. All right, good.
In his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Woodson. James has got it. Complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run. 32 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Nighthawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't
Oh, no. Oh,
you know,
my gosh.
have a short memory on defense.
That messed up.
Big play against you.
Okay.
Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Ooh.
And they're
Yeah, I got
to
to
starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We in the 4th quarter already, bro.
Here's Purdy.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now Purdy.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll look to set up.
I think 5 minutes into this, we're down to 3 minutes. I'll start punting the ball and returning it. Oh, buddy.
Throwing on 1st down. Woodson. And got his man complete.
Now inside the 25.
And touchdown.
Bro.
Great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Nighthawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back to throw, Purdy.
He finds his man complete. That's Peters. They get 7.
Who the hell is that big boy, bro?
3rd and 3.
On the 49ers, he must be a center. He must be a center.
On 3rd down, here's
Ain't no way you ain't no running back.
and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about.
That's all we got was 1 interception. I thought we had more than that.
6 now, 1st and 10.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
There we go.
He's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
I knew you was going to George Kittle eventually. Y'all some desperate people, bro. Oh my gosh.
Purdy looking to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy, and he's going to go down again.
Yes, sir, homie.
Wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
How does it take so long to get the ball back on offense?
Looking to throw. Purdy.
Well, it is what it is, buddy.
It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Purdy. And he close up the
Yo.
And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they've got it just
Finally.
2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard
It is
line.
ridiculous today, homie.
Where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Nighthawks are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was...
Am I supposed to be doing something else today? Okay, no rushing yards. Okay.
As they just add on
I don't know
to that
about
big
that.
lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Purdy. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
Yeah, y'all 4th and 7 and y'all ain't want to go for it?
Punt for San Francisco.
Oh, it is what it is. Y'all made a choice not to go for it. Hell.
Problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Rio offense set to take over. We find ourselves
I ain't switching quarterbacks now.
A one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Nighthawks are close
closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Great job.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really
I gotta
dominating
fix
on
the
both
blur.
sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back, touchdown! A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Nighthawks continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Look at that, 1,400 yards on the debut. Wow, bro. Okay.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to...
Oh, I got to get back to my tight end again, too.
It's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Purdy under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on
32 sacks to 1.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Out of the gun, Purdy. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. That one's complete to Tomlinson. Touchdown! A big play there. 50 yards.
Yep.
And the Nighthawks have got it on cruise
Yeah.
control. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the score.
Making quite a splash on you in the second debut.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this
19 sacks.
stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up...
It is what it is, buddy.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is
Got away with that one.
And it's fielded at the 34. Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Not bad game. You're pretty decent today.
And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York.
I don't think anyone wants to hear that.
Yeah, stop the clock for me.
Start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Here the remote's clicking off right now. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. On first down, Woodson. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching
the
10-yard line.
It's crazy.
Gain of 25 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Nighthawks extend their lead yet again. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to move it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Woodson.
All right, look at him.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty
happy
because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
To throw on 3rd down, Woodson.
Got him.
And there's a diving catch. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Oh,
so
buddy.
Our team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Throw left.
gains that one for 14 yards and another first. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's James. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. Back to throw. Woodson has his man. That's James. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be caught by James. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Looking to throw. Woodson. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, buddy.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge.
Oh, goodness, you know, you got me now, buddy.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6.
All right, guys, thanks for the subs, likes, and thanks for watching.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their
until next time.
Guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time.